Here are 5 things that you must do before you file bankruptcy.
Know your income.
First thing that you need to do is get a good grip on your income. Sounds basic, but you'd be shocked how many of our clients don't really understand how much money they're making. They work, the money comes out of their bank account and it's gone, but how much are they actually earning? How much overtime? What is their wage? Basic questions, but so many times people don't actually know what their income is. So whether it's a W-2 paycheck, government benefits, get a handle on what you earn. Best advice, grab a recent statement, whether that's a monthly statement from your benefits, an annual statement, or your most recent paycheck. Grab one of those and take a look, because the chapters of bankruptcy that you're going to be looking at are going to care a lot about exactly what kind of income you have.
Know your debts.
Every once in a while, we have one of those clients who come in and they just have one debt. Their car got repossessed. They got a tremendous medical bill. I had a guy who spent weeks in an inpatient facility that wasn't covered by insurance. Every once in a while, that happens. But most of our clients have 5, 10, 15, 25 different debts that they owe when they file bankruptcy. So first thing I recommend is pull your free credit report. Then sit down with a pad and paper and just brainstorm. Who's not on here? Payday loan places don't report. Medical debts often don't report. Small debts like your handyman, your lawn mowing guy, a lot of things don't report on your credit score. Credit score is a good place to start, but you need to figure out how far in debt you actually are. So again, you can come back to your monthly budget and see, okay, well, I'm $8,000 in debt. I could set aside $200 a month. Is that enough? And the only way to figure that out, can I ever afford to repay these debts without bankruptcy, is to sit down and chart out all your debts. And you're also going to need them all when you file bankruptcy, because by law, you have to list every single person you owe money to, your best guess of how much money you owe, and the creditor's address so they can get notice of your bankruptcy protection.
Know your expenses.
Next thing that you've got to do before you file bankruptcy is get a handle on your monthly expenses. When you file bankruptcy, we file Schedules I and J. Schedule I is your income, Schedule J is your expenses. And the bankruptcy court wants a detailed breakdown. How much is your rent, your car payment? What are you spending on food, electricity? I don't need an exact number, but I need you to be pretty close. This one's about 120. This one's about 350. Why? Because the bankruptcy court needs to see, do you have enough money left over at the end of the month to be paying back your debts? And before you file bankruptcy, you want to understand this. That's a big, important consideration. If you could budget differently, can you pay back your debts? Then maybe you don't need to file bankruptcy. For most of my clients, though, they work out that budget and they realize there's no way on earth I'm going to ever be able to pay back these debts with this budget, this income, and these expenses. Not with how expensive things are nowadays. So take a look, because the bankruptcy court's going to care, and you really should too.
Gather your financial documents.
Before you file bankruptcy, gather all your financial documents. This is going to look a little different for each person and in different parts of the country, but in general, we're going to need tax returns, proof of income, that same monthly budget, copy of your vehicle title or your vehicle registration, your ID, your proof of your social security number, basic financial documents. We've got to have every one of them in order to build your bankruptcy petition, because your bankruptcy petition, it's basically a 70-page full financial disclosure. And the only way that you or your attorney can fill out those disclosures is by gathering all your financial documents.
Complete your credit counseling course.
You are required by law to take a credit counseling course from an independent company before you file bankruptcy. You have to complete the course. You could do it online. Most people do. It takes about an hour and a half. And you have to get a certificate of completion. If you don't have that certificate of completion, time and date stamped prior to the moment you file bankruptcy, your bankruptcy case will be thrown out. Congress invented this requirement in 2005, and really there's no way around it aside from some very extreme scenarios. So make sure you take your credit counseling class. For my clients, we recommend a company called Evergreen. You can go to their website. It's evergreenclass.com. I've sent my clients to a variety of different companies. They're all totally independent. But as far as customer service and best experience, I've never found anyone better than Evergreen. So we send all of our clients to evergreenclass.com. Go check it out. Whether you're using me or not, take your credit counseling class because your bankruptcy will be thrown out of court if you don't do it. And finally, here's number 6. It's a bonus. Talk to an attorney. Should go without saying, but bankruptcy is complicated. It's full of landmines, and you can really damage your situation if you don't do it right and think it through first. So, 5 things with a bonus that you've got to do before you file bankruptcy. Thanks for watching.